Would you like to see your money rise, or would you like to see it fall?
I'd like to see it rise, Ricky.
Okay.
Okay, talk to us, okay?
Okay.
Tell us again, ask us again.
If you invest at least 10% of your income, right? At least from your check every month, monthly, it would increase your portfolio in the stock. If you invest in stocks and you invest it in the portfolio, if you invest in a portfolio in stocks, it would increase your money instead of it staying at the same rate. You could try to duplicate your money or just see it grow instead of spending on something which you're going to eventually you can lose value. And if you invest at least 10%, which is hopefully you can make a sacrifice to invest, and then that would help you out a lot. So why I believe college students should invest is because college takes up a lot of time, and it's really hard to like get a job because you're like trying to handle your financials. I mean, you're trying to handle your schoolwork while you're also trying to. Can't do this. Alright, so what is a stock? Let me start off with that. So it's actually a part of it's like part of an ownership. You own part of a company, technically, but there's so many shares, so one share is not going to be really much of a company. You got to buy millions and millions of shares for it to be a big quantity. And then the stocks work on the supply and demand market. So like technically, if there's low supply and there's high demand, the stock price will go up. And then, like the gas prices right now, they're going up. So lots of the oil companies, most of the stocks are going up as well. So, and they always go up during the summer. So most people buy the stocks when they're at the low point, and then eventually, as the stock goes up, that's when they decide to sell it, or they could hold it for a long-term investing if they believe it's going to even rise up more in the future. And then there's stocks that start from a penny, and there's stocks that go up to $115,000, and that's Berkshire Hathaway. And they always start low, and eventually with time they increase. And right now that's the highest in the market. And then there's some stocks that actually pay you dividends. They'll give you a 7% of their earnings. It's very small. Probably will give you they could give you from 10 cents to $1.50 per stock. And then if you have a good amount of stocks, they'll eventually become a check, and they pay that out every quarter or every year. And then the pros is it's good it's good to have it as an extra income, because the more sources of income you have, the more financially the more wealthier you'd be in the future. And then it's really you don't really have to start with a large investment. You can start off with $20, $100. You can start off low, put in $20 every week or a month. It's really you can work with your own budget. And then there's a lot of help online for free. Like there's a lot of YouTube videos. That's where I learned most of my stuff. You don't really need to go to a college class to take it, because there's a lot of online help for free. And they do have they actually show proof of, they try to predict some stocks that will be going up within the next month, and then you just buy the stock when it's at its lowest point, and that's when you just sell it. But there's a lot of YouTube videos. So there's also, you can also make money when a company stock value goes down, because you could buy it's called a contract, and then if you believe a stock price will go down within the next 3 months or a month, to a certain price. Let's say the stock price is at 60 right now, and you believe by next month it'll be at 55. You can buy a contract that will probably be like $5, and it'll increase up to like it could go up to $100 by the time it's by the time the day gets closer. I want to talk about cryptocurrency because that's currency that's becoming more known, like Bitcoin, which is one of the most popular right now, but there's way more than that, just that Bitcoin is the most popular. And I want to show you guys some of the cryptocurrency there is. So Bitcoin right now it's worth $5,600, as you can see. And it changes every day, and every second it's changing. But if you see back then, like you go back like 3 years ago, each stock was worth about $235. And then if you would have invested $235  4 years ago in Bitcoin, right now you would have had $5,599 at right now. There was a point where Bitcoin got up to was worth up to. There was a day it went up to. Each stock was worth $19,000. So a lot of people, if they decided that was a good enough profit for them, they could have sold at that point, and the stock automatically sells to the market. It's basically just exchanging value. Cryptocurrency is actually like a form of. It's not foreign currency yet. It's foreign currency, but the government does not encourage it because they have no control of it, because it's controlled by the people, and there's not really a middleman for it. It's all between the people, and really like when it really got a lot of hype, you could say when Bitcoin was popular, that's when it was worth so much. But eventually, with time, it's gonna keep growing. And then this is my portfolio, and every day it's changing. Like I guess I was at 20 earlier, but it went back down. And then these are some stocks that I have right here. Most of these stocks, like I bought them right now because they're cheap, but within 3 months, 4 months, they should be at a better price. And then actually there's someone that inspired me to invest, and it was Nipsey Hussle. He's one of the role models, and just like Steve Jobs and Gary Vee as well. But he has all the knowledge about investing and knowing about cryptocurrency.
For the client of us currency, there's less than 1% penetration, and that's a fact because I can't spend Bitcoin here. I gotta still spend US dollars or MasterCard credit or, established credit. Any one of these stores.
I'm sorry.
Because I can't spend Bitcoin here. I gotta still spend US dollars or MasterCard credit or, established credit. Any one of these stores, there's no penetration in the real world. But there's a $27 to $800,000 increase in investment in this space. But there's a 1% penetration in the real world. So what happens when it gets 5% real world? When more people can spend their cryptocurrency at the store, at the restaurant, on the airplane. Which is why we came to Amsterdam, because there's a city out here where the whole city is cryptocurrency friendly. And this is an example of what's going to happen to the rest of the world. And we think that if you get in now, when the value spreads, when the accessibility spreads, you'll be sitting on the right chair. And, being out here further brought that to my attention, reinforced my belief in it, and we put our money where our mouth.
So that's Nipsey Hussle. He also decided to invest in cryptocurrency and recommends others to do it as well. So I showed you how stocks actually kind of work, how the supply and demand controls it. You could invest in stocks. You could, the whole point of it is to buy when the stock is low and you just sell it at the highest points. You could do it on a weekly basis, monthly basis, depending how much time you want to dedicate to it. And basically you just gotta watch it grow and play it smart.